Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Norm's Friends. I'm back after such a wonderful vacation. I'll tell you about it in a little bit. As you can see, we have the fantastic, wonderful local artist who's beautifying the city piece by piece by piece. We'll get to him in a minute. I'm David B., the readings guy, 603-404-9338. I can make you feel good with any reading. Give me a call. You can also contact me at biffid@yahoo.com. That's BIFFID @yahoo.com. Anyway, now I'm going to send it over for a minute, let my wonderful guest introduce himself, and then we have got stuff to go over today. Take it away, Anthony.
Hello, my name is Anthony Williams. I'm an artist here in town. Deb Curtin and I have known each other.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. This is the energy lady. Where's your crystal ball? You promised me.
Wait, well, this is the thing, because I didn't have a guest schedule for today, but voila, I have Anthony here. I know, and it's a new crystal ball. I was gazing in it just this morning. It's amazing. But I'll tell you what, guest or not, next week, I promise, cross my heart, hope to die.
Oh, don't you say that. Don't say that.
Why?
My husband really gets a needle in his eye. Oh.
So I have my soul cards today, if you want a reading with those.
Okay, read my heart and soul.
All right, let's see what's going on. I figure I couldn't decide what to bring today. I know I couldn't bring the crystal ball because we have the Anthony's here, so we have to find out the latest with all these beautifying projects are going on in Manchester.
Hi, Anthony. How are you?
All right, how are you? You sound good.
I'm wonderful, Anthony.
She's always wonderful. She's always wonderful.
Hanging in there.
Wow, well, wait until you see these cards. Well, you can't really see them because they're basically black with gold on them, but...
That's okay.
Wow. I love these cards for you. All right, the energy lady. Look at this, what starts out with the moon. I know you can't see it, but what the moon is, it's not sunlight, it's moonlight. So what you have to keep in mind, maybe perhaps might not be the best time to sort of make a decision if you're hemming and hawing about, should I do this or should I do that? Maybe you might want to wait just a little bit longer, as I said, because here we are. With the moon, I love these cards. With the moon, like I said again, things aren't necessarily as they really are in moonlight. Think of it that way. So when it comes to I want to do this or I want to do that, you might want to, perhaps give it more thought, and it will become clearer and clearer and clearer until it's, we say, as I said before, it's a little bit obscure in the moonlight, but, think about it more and more and it will clear up just like it would be in the daylight, in a nice, bright, sunshiny day like they all are. And the next card we have is the High Priestess. Well, of course, when we're talking about the High Priestess, who other can we compare this card to than the wonderful energy lady here? Someone who's strong and mature and doesn't jump to conclusions, which goes back to the first card I said, and somebody who, gives thought to everything, is well-rounded. So, and that's you, somebody who's, confident and secure with themselves. That's the High Priestess. So there you have the energy lady. And finally, the last card. I love it. Our last card is the Two of Cups, and cups are, there we are, the cups are, emotions, whatever. So I'm going to say whatever it was when I started about the, the decision about, giving it more time because it's sort of a bit obscure now. Here's the perfect indication. Reach out, especially to your significant other, to help you make that decision. And you'll see, once you do that, reach out, ask for some advice or maybe perhaps a bit direction or just their opinion on what they think might be the best bet for you. And you'll see it's going to work out fantastic for you. So there you have it.
And I do have a ring, and it's a moon ring, and it's January's moon.
January's moon, but what do you mean January's moon?
Because it's a moon, right? And it's like, it has like grayish and silver in it.
Yeah.
And it's a regular moon ring.
Right, but January, we're only going in September tomorrow.
No, but I'm saying, that's my ring. It's for January. It's the moon.
Yeah, but we're going to have the moon next month also. We have the moon in September, and the moon comes out in October, November, December.
I know, but it's supposed to be a January moon because it's gray as silver.
Oh, I get it now. I didn't understand what you meant. I get it. So like a September moon ring would be what, like gold and silver or something like that?
Or something like that.
Ah.
This is for January.
Oh, all right. Is that
different moons? You know that.
No, I told you, I don't really know astrology at all. I know somebody that's really into it, and that's where I get my astrology knowledge from, but it doesn't really sink in. What can I tell you? Hey, did you miss me?
Of course I missed you, and I missed Anthony. Anthony, you got any paintings today?
No, I'm with you. I forgot. But I will.
Oh my goodness, everybody forgot everything. He forgot his ball. You forgot your painting.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about the moon.
Right.
It's Forgetful Day.
That's it, because we're in the same thing. We're obscured. Our thoughts are obscured.
I'll bring some the next time Dave invites me on.
There you go.
I've got some new ones.
Okie dokie. You do that, right?
All right.
And think of how many songs start with moon, like Moon Over Miami, Blue Moon, There's a Moon Out Tonight.
Wow, I remember that. Yeah, Moon River.
Yeah. And there's a lot of moons.
That's right. The cow jumped over the moon.
And the dish ran away with the spoon.
That's right.
And the banana went skipping through the woods with the moon.
Right? Right? I love it. Don't you love it?
I do. And remember when we were kids, wouldn't they have moon pies?
Yeah, moon pies.
Moon pies.
Yes, they did. And my face is shaped like a moon with a big smile and two eyes looking down.
You just got to look at it real close and make sure Neil Armstrong's not clinging
There you
on.
go.
That's okay. When you see all the holes, I earned every one of them.
Right. Very good. Listen, I'm going to let you go because I've got to tell a little bit about my wonderful vacation down in Raleigh.
Okay, we want to hear about it. Okay, God bless everybody. Talk to you later.
All right. Thanks for calling. Bye-bye.
Want me to put a thing in for Deb and I? About the murals we're doing?
Yeah, go ahead. Anthony,
All right.
tell us the latest about how you're beautifying the city.
Well, Deb Curtin and I are working on a mural at 385 Union. It's right in the alley as you turn off Union. It's right there. It's pretty close to almost 30 feet long, and it has to deal with Africa. Everything in it is Africa. The mountains, the trees, the flowers, and the parrots. And probably by Friday or Saturday, I'm putting a cheetah leaping through the air. It's going to be pretty close to 2.5 feet high and about 12 feet, long, and about 12 12 inches, 1 foot high. And then we're going to add some vines and some other flowers. And then we've already been told that they want us to do another one, so we're going to keep moving. And I see murals all over town now. And James Chase just finished one, and there's a new one on Chestnut that is really beautiful. It's got 2 football players, and it looks like Grandma getting ready to bake cookies or something, but it's huge. It's on the side of the building, and it's really nice work. So that makes me feel good. You know, if I get one more mural, that'll give me something to do.
Fantastic. Now, what's like the dimensions on this mural, this African Africa mural?
It's about 20, almost 28 feet long, and it starts in the alley and then goes around the rear of the building.
Wow.
And it's about 27 inches high, and it's got, like I said, but a little over 2 feet.
Yeah.
But it's all about Africa. And we're getting the Africans that are living in that part of the town are coming by almost every day and looking at it. And they recognize the parrots we put in there because these trees and birds don't exist anywhere but Africa.
Are you going to incorporate Nelson Mandela in it?
Yeah, we're going to have him on a moped, and a rhino's going to be chasing him.
I just had to ask.
Uh-oh, they're going to block me from Facebook.
Well, that's if they get wind of this.
Yeah.
We got lots of stuff to cover. Oh, I have a little trivial thing that I think is kind of cool. We'll get to that later. First thing I want to get to is my favorite.
Again.
It's the phone. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Oh, I'm fine. I moved up here a couple of months ago. I called you the first, time I talked to you, like, maybe a week after I moved in here. I just thought I'd call back and get back in touch.
All right. And what did we do the first time you called?
Well, the first time you said that my husband would be in for a hard time come this fall, and you didn't really elaborate on it, and I was just wondering, what did you mean by my husband would have a hard time?
Just difficulties health-wise is if it's what I'm recalling. If I'm recalling the same caller, that's what I meant with that. Difficulties health-wise.
Yeah. Well, he's already having a hard time with his health.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering, is it going to get worse?
Unfortunately, let's say it's going to get more noticeable. Yes, indeed. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's what I'm feeling at this point.
Huh. Well, I can only tell him to behave himself,
Mm-hmm.
He is Irish, so he doesn't always behave himself, especially, what I'm talking about.
I hear you. I know what you mean, yeah. Well, fighting Irish, though, so there you go.
Well, it's why God invented whiskey. So the Irish wouldn't rule the world. You know that, right?
I know it now. I never heard that one, but I like that. That's pretty good.
No, that's a thing. One more question.
Sure.
A couple of years ago, I had a 4-year-old grandson that died.
Oh,
and
sorry.
They did an autopsy on him, and they never found out the reason why he died. Is there any way you can tap into that and give me maybe an answer?
When it comes to that, I'm just getting the sense that it was just his time to go. That it was really, like they do an autopsy. They're looking for something. There really was nothing out of the ordinary that, brought on his demise. It was just, you know, his time to pass on, and that was it. That was, you know, he was here for that amount of time, and he spent his time here, and now he's up with, you know, other loved ones of yours that are in spirit. So
I know, but the fact that you know, they did every test in the world, you know, and they did a complete thorough thing, and that they didn't come up with an answer. That has been driving everybody crazy.
yeah, well,
Because we just
did they test? Did they do allergy tests? I bet they didn't do allergy tests.
I'm sorry, what's an ARIS test?
Allergy, you know, allergic.
Oh, allergy test. I don't know if they did an allergy
See,
test.
check it out.
Okay, I can ask them.
Right, yeah. I'm curious to that. Uh-huh.
Well, that would make sense, because if he's allergic to something that we didn't know about, and it suffocated him somehow, you know, that would make sense.
Right, I mean, you know, let's face it, some people, you know, allergic reactions are fatal. So, you never know.
Huh.
But that's what came to mind when you asked that, so, who knows?
I know, it's just that, you know, a 4-year-old, they're beautiful. They're very
yeah.
helpful for 4-year-olds.
And it sure is. It's devastating. It's horrible. It most certainly is. It most certainly is. But so on another note, how are you liking New Hampshire since you've been here?
Well, I'm in Manchester now. I do like the city. I can't get over the fact that everything in the world that you could possibly need is in the city. Every medical facility, every shopping venue, every, you know, sports, everything.
That's
Theaters, you know, you've got it all.
exactly right. That's right. That's true. You do. And hey, if you got a CVS or a Walgreens, a post office, a hospital, a corner store, and a market basket, how can you go wrong?
I know it. And they get the mall. Well, I need $1 million to be able to spend all the money for all the things I see that I want. But other than that, it's just so easy to be here in Manchester.
It is.
Convenient.
It is. It is, but you know, instead of seeing all these things that you want that you don't have the money for, what you can do is, instead of focusing on material things, focus on your spirit and your soul and nourish that, and you'll see what a difference that'll make for you.
Okay.
It will make a big
I got a
difference.
question for Anthony. Anthony,
Yes,
you're an artist.
yes.
Anthony, I'm living in, you know, the old shoe factories on Silver Street, the big, huge buildings.
Silver Street. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I moved in there, and I got like 18-foot walls, you know, and I got like 14, 16-foot windows.
I love places like that.
And I was just thinking, I've seen your art around before. I have this huge wall, but of course I cannot probably afford to hire you. But I'm just saying, it would be a fantastic canvas for an artist like you.
It sounds good. Well, do you have my email address?
No, I don't. Let me go get a pen, because I left the room because I didn't want the TV on, because I didn't want to interfere with what I'm, you know, trying to say on the phone. All right.
Ready?
I have a pen.
It's on the screen.
Oh, okay. It's on the screen. Can you see it? AMW Paints at the bottom of
This one here, it says AMW Paints 26.
That's it.
Okay. We'll just beforehand. Let me write that down.
Maybe we can work something out. Maybe we can just do a smaller mural, Depends. And remind me who you are.
You probably have fun doing that wall. It's a great wall. All right, it just went away. All right, I got A.M.W. paint. What's after paint?
26
Paints plural.
paints with the S at the end of it. Paints.
Paints.
26 at yahoo.com. AMW Paints 26 at yahoo.com.
.com. All right. Well, I'll be buying lottery tickets this week. So,
Right.
so
That's funny.
I just might give you, a buzz.
Okay.
Great.
When you email me, just remind me who you were.
Know who you are.
Right.
Who you are, yeah.
My name is Maureen.
Maureen.
Oh, nice to meet
Yeah.
you, Maureen.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you guys have a good night, and thanks for the info.
You enjoy. Thanks for calling, Maureen.
Alrighty.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye. So, before the phone call, I said, look at the time already. The first thing I wanted to get to was my famous quotes.
Uh-oh.
You know me, I like famous quotes, right? I like this one. You might enjoy this also. Wow, I guess not. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Good afternoon. I got a question for your host, Art,
For who? The host or the...
your co-host.
Oh, go right ahead. Ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you paint murals, I guess they call it an artist. What I'm trying to get at is this. I have a statue, a original statue, and about 2.5 feet, 3 feet tall, and it's pretty faded. It's the versus version, and like the blue is, in other words, there's someone that does murals. Can they do stuff like that? Paint a statue?
Yes, in fact, I'm going to be doing one, and could be the next couple of weeks. It's I think it's a statue of Saint Joseph, or no, it's Saint Anthony or Saint Joseph. But yes, I do paint statues.
Great. I got your. I just put down your
Look at that.
email. We just
Fantastic.
put on a few minutes ago, and I'll give you email. And I want to thank you so much because I've had now for a rough guess 30 years, maybe a bit longer,
Wow.
and it's all faded. So anyway, you can tell what color it used to be because. But anyway, I want to thank you, and I'll email you. Okay. I want to
Okay.
thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks for
Okay.
calling. Bye. I had one for the longest time too, but then I moved to an apartment. I couldn't keep it. But you're the perfect guy because you're beautifying the city, Anthony.
Yeah, the first statue I did was St. Joe's School of Nursing back in 1995. The first mural I did in Nashua. And after I did the mural, they covered it with a glass case, and then
Wow,
they
nice.
asked me if I could redo a statue of Mary. So I did. Redid the hands and the flesh part and her blue, and then they had me do 2 more small murals. So that's back in '95. But yeah, I've got the paint, and then I can also, after I paint it, I let the person see it first and see if they're happy, and then I coat it in a clear coat so that it'll last.
This is pretty good though. Look at this. You come on the show, you got 2 jobs.
Well,
Right.
maybe I don't know.
And if you get 3 jobs, then I start getting a cut.
Okay. My manager.
Anyway, all right, let's try this again, Anthony. Let's see. Here's my famous quote of the day. I think you might even like it. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. I'll read it again. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. And I agree. Who wants to come back to this? Not me. All right?
I'm going to take a stab and say Einstein.
Oh, no. You ready? Mae West.
Mae West? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. And then, before we get into the anti-Americanism, would you want to hear a little trivia thing I looked up? I think it's kind of cool. Everybody should know because everybody's familiar with them. What do you think? All right. Are you ready? This has to do with mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes?
Alexa, right. Alexa told me this. I asked Alexa, all right? I asked Alexa, how long do mosquitoes live? Because let's face it, they're really pesky, right? You're always swatting them, bzz, 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 right? They drive everyone crazy. So I was just curious, how long do one of these little things live to, infuriate people and make people irritable? So here we go.
Trivia question.
Right, and now talk about sexism. Wait until you hear this. For mosquitoes, male mosquitoes, poor things, they only live 10 days.
10 days.
Imagine. Are you ready? Female mosquitoes live 50 days.
Wow. So they can breed and spread. Yeah.
Right, and more. Imagine. So it's approximate, by the way, for the 10 days and the 50. At the end, she did say approximate. So I just wanted to get that in. All right, so shall we want to do some anti-Americanism tidbits that I think people should be aware of that I don't, Well, the first one I want to point out is typical politicians. They'll tell you anything you want to hear when they want their job back. And please remember, these are the same people now, the same people for the midterms, all the reps, want their job back, want their, however much they make, $168,000 a year job. What they want you to forget now is that they threw you out of your job and made... Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
I'm a friend of Dave's. Is he there?
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Whoopi?
Suffering with the heat.
Come on. It's beautiful out there now.
I know it's breezy, but I wish they'd get more clouds, get the sun out of here.
Well, I saw some clouds on the way into the studio when I was just out on Elm Street. There's clouds around.
How's your car running?
The car's running fantastic. I'm still learning all these things. As a matter of fact, just today, I parked it when I was coming here with Scott. We got out of the car, and the lights were on, and they wouldn't go off. So, and it made this beeping sound. So Scott says, David, first he says the lights are on. I says, oh, they're time, they'll go off. But they didn't go off. Well,
you gotta take the key out of the ignition.
No, it's one of those cars. No, your key just stays in your pocket. You just press a button to start it. And I forgot to press the button to shut the engine. Imagine. But it's the stuff that it's running good. It rides really good. It's good on gas. So when it's $8 a gallon, I'll be happy. I mean, I'll be happy that I got this car. Not that I'm going to be happy when it's $8 a gallon. But
yeah. It'll be right after the elections.
Of course it will, regardless of who wins, because, I'm hoping, I got my fingers crossed, that these anti-Americans that are running the show now all lose their job. I was just going to speak about it. I hope they all lose their job and pro-Americans get in there. But even if the pro-Americans get in, they still got a few months to, continually wreak havoc, because even if they lose their job.
The next one in November, right after this one?
Well, that's the midterm job. It's the primary is, I forget when. By the way, I volunteered. I'm counting ballots and testing the voting machines. But I don't know how much you can test. I still think they're going to cheat with them. But, there you go. So what else is going on?
I've read in the union in the paper that they're having a cat alley. They're doing a lot of murals on animals, cats, and everything.
Yep.
Where's this?
It's right down off.
Manchester.
Yeah, right down the street, right down here.
I didn't hear anything
Yeah.
about it. I'd like
Yeah.
to go check it out. There's murals there now?
Yeah. Well, they're starting. They asked me to turn in a design, but I was caught in the middle of a mural. So I knew the design that I was going to turn in wouldn't be chosen, but they liked it anyway and told me that even though it didn't get chosen this time, they want me to beef it up, add a few things, and then do it again for next year. In 2011, when I was on the art commission, that was my job to put that cat alley together. It's all about cats, and
I love
it's an
cats.
interesting. And what they did was they took the ones that lasted, that the weather didn't destroy, and they're going to touch those up, and then there's going to be new ones going on, and then next year they're going to go to the other building. So I'll probably try again.
Was it October? Are they having a grand opening like? They're going to have a cut of ribbon so everybody could go down there and look?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah, they've got some good artists down. They got Amy Causa, all the artists
From
I've
out
known.
of state and everything.
Wow. It's going to be quite the, what is it, in the whole area of murals?
Yeah, it's an alley, like they call
Wow.
it. You know where the Bookery is?
No. I
Well,
don't-
it's right
Yeah.
down here. There's an alley there, and then there's an apartment building right next to it. And
You know how they got the name of Cat Alley?
yes, there was a big tomcat that ruled that alley for
Yeah.
a long time, and he'd keep all the other male cats out.
Got a,
Yeah.
He was a good size too. I guess he was
Wow.
a Maine Coon cat, big kitty.
Leave my
They,
ribbon alone.
they are big, no question. I had one years ago. He was,
Oh, they can get up to
coolest
35
cat.
pounds. Maine Coon. They used to use them hundreds of years ago when they used to start bringing food in on ships. So the rats would get into the food. So somebody said, hey, I know where we can get some big cats, and that's where the Maine Coon, like I said, some can weigh 30, 35 pounds.
wow.
And that's a domestic cat, but they took care of the rats.
There you go.
Okay, now the next thing I'd like to have is
Yeah.
a reading.
All right. I have my soul card, so let's see. And I mentioned I forgot crystals to bring along with me today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
I
it's
heard the energy lady was upset you didn't have your crystal ball with you.
well, I know because I was going to bring it, but I have a guess. But I promised, cross my heart,
Yeah.
hope to die. I'm bringing it next week, regardless, guest or no guest, because I got a new one. And like I said, I was gazing in it this morning. It's pretty cool. All right, so
Okay.
we're going to do a reading with the soul cards, which I kind of like because it's basically turns you in psychically right away. Okay. Let's see. Uh-oh. Let's see how we're going to end this. All right. Well, okay. First, we start with the Three of Wands. So, to me, wands are, there we are. Wands are what we're thinking, the direction we want to go in, the path we want to take, goals, aspirations, all that sort of thing. So the three, I like threes because three, a beginning, a middle, and an end. So this is, I'm going to say, I'm getting the sense that, perhaps something that you've been thrashing over for a while, about trying to accomplish or whatever. Perhaps it's sort of been evasive for whatever reason, or, not going at the sort of miles per hour that you want it to go in, which of course brings us to our next card, which is the devil. And of course, the devil, but it's really not that bad, right? It's like the devil. We're our own worst enemy. And so when it comes to the Three of Wands, that's what it is. Oh, I like it blurry. Look at that. Very cool. Anyway, so there's the devil. But, it's sort of like the devil is, when you sort of like, your ego takes a hold of you and you're afraid to sort of let it go. And, that's sort of, the devil. You're sort of stuck there, with, shall we say, some negativity, not a lot of negativity, but some negativity. So, and that's, all our doing. And then, of course, though, what do we end? We end with the Four of Cups, which is, I love these cards. Anyway, so the Four of Cups, cups are emotions, also so you can attach emotions to these, the aspirations that we have with the Three of Wands, and also the emotions attached perhaps that we don't want to let go, that we're afraid to let go of, which traps us. So, sort of like the devil and, your conscious or whatever. But so what it is though, if you really sort of just slow down and take some nice deep breaths, and you'll sort of ground yourself and come to terms with everything, and a nice, thought out, well planned, sort of even keeled end result. So there you have it. How's that? There you go. So keep that in mind.
And remember what Flip Wilson used to say.
What?
The devil made me do it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. He did.
Yeah.
That's right. So there you go. That's right. So you just have to, the devil's your own worst enemy, your ego. I like to say it's your ego, because your ego likes to stay in control. So there you have it. All right. Anything else on your mind?
No, that's it. And you guys have a good weekend.
You too.
And you too. And thanks for calling.
And what I'll do, I'll watch the repeat Friday or something like that when you're on again, so I can see the cards and everything.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because they're really nice. I like the cards. Just black and gold. They're
Okay.
pretty cool. All right. Thanks again.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye.
All right, Dave.
We'll see
Bye.
you. Bye.
You
Bye.
too, Anthony.
Hey,
God
take
bless.
care.
But- So, all right, now we didn't get to any anti-American tidbits yet, so I should start really quick. Right? I was going on about, these politicians. They're like drug addicts. They'll tell you whatever you want to hear. They want you to forget all about all the crap that they put you through and all the lies that they told you about how if you wore a mask and isolated yourself and didn't touch anything in the grocery store or the department store unless you were absolutely sure you were going to buy it, that you weren't going to catch COVID. In the meantime, they wouldn't let you go out to eat. They wouldn't let you go to the corner tavern to grab a beer. But in the meantime, they're living high off the hog. We'll have to continue, Anthony. Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Good, and you guys?
Fantastic. Mary, how are you today?
Good, good.
Hey, I was in, when I was in Raleigh last week, I caught about, not a lot, but about like the last 10 minutes of the show. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, I caught up the last 10 minutes of your show last week.
Yeah, that's good.
Didn't I pop up down the bottom of the screen to say, oh, David's watching?
Yeah, I always had told, like in the middle of the show.
Uh-huh.
And I always try to get everybody in, and as you go, I get more, I always try to say hi to everybody.
Right, yeah, I know. Well, that's what I was waiting for. I didn't hear a hi, but then again, it was near the end of the show, so. There you have it. I know.
We're gonna get married at tap dance soon.
All right, well, she's got enough room right here.
Yeah.
There you go.
The tables, right? You could just
A
throw,
hula.
right? Throw a little mat down. Yeah, there you go. You could, like wear shorts and a nice top, and we'll get your hair done, and away you go.
Bright yellow socks and an umbrella.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
Right.
You get it. And in fact, I got in my storage. I really have a hula skirt. It really came from Hawaii. I do have that one.
Wow. Are you the one who brought it back?
No. It was my godmother. When she
Wow.
got married, and they went to Hawaii for their wedding thing and everything.
Yeah.
And then they came back, and that's what they brought back.
So now, do you
A
know?
hula skirt.
Did she really wear this as a hulu?
Oh yeah, she was the type that would do it. Oh yes.
Wow. Have you
Oh,
ever?
yeah. She was a daredevil.
Now, have you ever worn it, Mary?
No, I'll put it on, but it's kind of big for me. It needs to be tied around twice.
Wow. Now, what is it made out of? Like palms from a palm tree?
It's something similar to it, yeah, I would say.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's-
Maybe someday when I go to my storage and I'll go through some of the stuff and I'll find it and bring it on the show.
There you go. That'd be cool. Yeah.
And somebody who plays the music will have a Hawaiian show.
Hawaii
Right.
5-0.
No, a luau.
A
You could have a
luau.
luau,
There we go.
right? A little segment. We talk about the
There you
hulu,
go.
the origins of a hulu skirt, whatever they are. Must be in Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
And you could do a little like luau type thing, but I don't know how tap dancing's gonna.
Yeah, she could have Jack
Yeah.
Lord on.
Yeah, but I
Maybe I'll
don't.
put it on my cat and she can do the hula.
There you go. There you
I'll
go.
put it on Crystal. Crystal will do anything.
See, I knew it would come in somehow. There you have it.
Yeah.
A man.
I'll make it small and have her wear it.
Right, Mary. Do you have any guests for tomorrow?
No, I don't.
Uh-oh.
If you got time, come on by
Oh, I'm going to the
and
fish.
join us.
I'm meeting someone I work with from the arena early. We're going to the Fisher Cats game tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
And because I didn't get to one last year, so finally
Yeah.
I'm getting to one this year because I figure that they'll like those spinners little spinners games. They're fun,
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, that's great.
but hopefully the week after that, because I just finished are you ready? The day before I left for Raleigh, Mary, I got the last of the transcripts out. So now, absolutely no more court report, nothing. I threw my equipment away. So, and people would still ask me while I'm on vacation, can I help them out? I go, I don't have my equipment anymore. Yes. So I'm
Good for you. Relax.
exactly. It's like this whole world opened up now. From not having
Hey,
a.
Anthony, you got any paintings you want to bring in tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll bring some in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
See, Mary, you get special treatment. He brings paintings in for you. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy getting Anthony, but no paintings.
I'll bring some on next time he has me. I've just been so busy with the murals, I'll tell you. The murals. Oh,
I know.
I will,
That's
though.
great.
Yeah.
Hey, you know something? 2 weeks ago, the reading was really, like I say, was right on the money.
Really?
Yeah, and that lady that was with you, everything the reading was right there. Let me tell you.
Sonia,
right there, right on the money.
Sonia,
And
the
I
one.
knew what you guys were talking about.
All right. Very good. Very good.
You guys are good.
Yeah, Sonia, I've never seen anyone incorporate crystals with tarot reading. But that was cool. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was
good.
nice. It really was.
See,
You got a reading for me?
I do have a reading for you.
All right.
So these are the soul cards, Mary. So
Oh, yeah, I was watching them. They're really pretty.
they are, and these are so basically, you don't really read the cards. You just sort of tune in psychically, and that's what you get.
Yeah.
So let's see what we get for Mary. All right. Well, these are sticking.
In fact, almost, I think maybe every week, I'm going to be having like questions and answers at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
We'll have different, see if somebody can answer the questions. Like last week, a couple of weeks ago, was about the street. This week, I'm going to have something else going on. So we'll see if somebody can answer some of the questions, that, how you call it? It's like a quiz.
Yeah.
I think I'll have at the beginning of the show.
Yeah. All right. So, Mary, here's your reading. I love it. We have a great start. We start off with the strength card. All right. So,
Yeah.
I'm getting the sense that here with the strength card. Let's see. Look at that. How's that for a nice card? All right.
Oh, not nice.
And this is sort of, I know you, but to me, this all pulls it together. I know you've been through a little bit of a rough patch, shall we say, right? So, and look at the card. So it's the strength card, but look at it, how it's opening up, and it's just inviting in all this wonderful brightness and warmth and go get 'em type attitude, and you can't go wrong type attitude. All this positive energy is just, you've opened up, and now it's yours for the taking, Mary. So remember that. You got all this great energy, strength coming in. And of course, we get to right after it. It's the Queen of Swords. So,
It's very pretty.
they are. So this one looks like a chandelier. See, fit for a queen. Anyway, so it's the Queen of Swords, and swords is, thoughts, decisions, whatever. But on this, I'm gonna say that it's, the Queen of Swords. It's because coming from the Strength card. So now that we're sort of rejuvenating ourselves. All right. Now, as you're rejuvenating and sort of recharging yourself, all right, you're more focused, on the direction that you're headed in without really giving it any thought. It's all your thoughts are much more sort of focused and emphasized and even amplified, and it's not like you didn't sort of just go by a hunch or anything. This is you can feel it. You could feel it, Mary, that everything is improving. And of course, and then we end with the Knight of Cups here, and so, which is good because we end with our emotions here. So and it goes perfect with this reading, Mary, with the Strength and the Queen of Swords, opening up to all the positivity coming your way. Your thoughts being nice and focused and intent there. And now we end up with the Knight of Cups, and cups are emotions. And of course, if you think of a knight, right, they're sort of you think of someone younger, and they're full of oomph, and with all this vigor and all that. So all the three cards come together. So again, emotions, it's all there's for the taking, Mary. You could feel as fantastic as you want right now. So take advantage.
I will.
All right, there you have it, Mary.
I will. And I know what you're saying.
I'm glad you do. See,
Yeah.
I love it. I like giving. You know what? I love giving readings to you, Mary, because you know why? You're so open, and that's why you always get a good reading, because you're open. Some people, they want a reading, but they only want to hear. They only want to hear what they want to hear.
Yeah, you can. You got to take what the cards give you.
Right. Yeah. Fantastic, Mary. So there you have it. So take it and run with it, Mary.
Oh, I won't run. I can't run anymore.
Well, you know what I mean.
My car would take off.
Right. Mentally run with it.
everybody. We'll catch you tomorrow.
All right. Give the kitties a pet for me, Mary.
I will. My oldest one, she's going to be 17 in 2 weeks.
Wow. All right. God bless her. All right.
My Sophie, she's going to be 17.
All
Bye-bye.
right. All right. We'll see you, Mary. Thanks again.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow.
Tomorrow night, same time as today, 5 to 6, Cruising with Mary. He's on again, and see, he must be a sexist. Mary, female. He brings paintings. David.
Nah.
I'm only kidding. You know, it's my sense of humor. All right, so let's look at the. We're almost out of here. I want to mention again, instead of going through the story, Chris Pappas. Have you seen his ads? Now, all of a sudden, from 100% voting, we're not going to go.
Oh, boy.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Norm's Friends. How are you today?
Hi, this is Jim in Manchester.
Hey.
Jim, how are you?
Doing pretty good, buddy. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Dave.
Hey, Jim.
Jim, what's going on? What? Yeah, I'm hearing us. I'm hearing us repeat in the background, Jim.
I was wondering if you could do a reading for the Patriots and how they're going to do this year.
I'll do a one-card reading, all right? Because we don't have a lot of time left. So this is going to be, it's either, we'll see how they're going to do. It's either going to be like positive, good, or negative, not so good.
All right, guys. Just wanted to say hi and take care, Anthony, and I'll see you tomorrow. But Dave, enjoy your game.
All right, thanks. And I will, and thanks for calling, Jim.
Okay, you got it.
All right.
Have fun.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you. All right, for the Patriots, here we have it. We have the Knight of Swords. So, if they, what I'm going to say is for this, the Knight of Swords, they really, if it's all going to be in there thinking, it's going to be what Belichick's going to have to sort of, he's got to refresh his thought process, and he's got to portray to these guys, he's got to infuse all this sort of energy in there. Let's face it, football players. So the Knight, like I said, is younger, vigorous, ambition. They get all this energy, but it's going to be up to Belichick to change he's got to change his thought pattern. Instead of trying to bring the young guys up to an old guy's thinking level, it's going to have to be the old guys thinking, going down to the young guys thinking level. What's the word I'm looking for? Attached to all the energy that the young players have, and they'll do fine. If he doesn't do that, I wouldn't bet on them. And there you go. So, we don't really have much time left. Look at this. Amazing. But so just real quick, I'm going to go over some big anti-Americanism here that I think everybody should know and be aware of. All right, this is just since this present administration, so far, 324 unvetted Afghan evacuees on the terror watch list have arrived and have been released in the USA. Let's go, Brandon, on that one. All right. Since Let's Go Brandon took office January 21, 5+ million people have entered this country criminally. Again, since January of 21, 5 million plus people entered this country criminally coming over the southern border. And imagine how many drugs 5 million plus people brought. Also, they want election reform. As Bootsy Collins says, you can't be dumb if you want to be free. Election reform, what's in that? You can't cleanse the voting list of dead people, people that have moved. Why is that? I don't care how much these mainstream media are instilling hate in you and hate the other side at all costs. These are the people that are against democracy. Why don't they want to cleanse the voting list of dead people? Last election in Philadelphia, I think it was 4 or 6 or 10 people left that voted that were born in the 1850s. So go figure it out. Anyway, Anthony, quick, we only have a couple of minutes left. Remind them of who you are and...
if you get a chance, come down to 385 Union in the alley right off Union Street. You'll see a mural that Deb Curtin and I are just about ready to finish up. And I'm so glad to see new murals popping up. Artists rule.
They do. They do. They make life beautiful for everyone. And again, David B., the readings guy, 603-404-9338, biffid@yahoo.com. I'm available. Give me a call. Get in touch. Questions, comments, whatever. And remember, in the meantime, 2 things we remember now, right? 2 things. 1, you can't be dumb if you want to be free. Use your God-given right of free will. And also, remember, you are a winner.